Hello, everybody. In today's lecture, in this video, we are going to discuss the literature review. So, like writing literature review, we are going to look at what a literature review, and we look at some of the language we can use to write our literature review, and we look at some example text. So, what is the literature review? So what is the purpose of a literature review and what does one consist of? So by defining literature review, so there are three definitions of literature review or explanation of defining a literature review. The first one is extensive reference to related research in our field or in your field that you are making research, you are conducting. Two, connections are made between those sources texts that you draw on. Third is like three, you position yourself in relation to those works that you read. So while we are making a literature review, the first thing to consider or to take into account evaluating sources. So the literature review starts with reading and evaluating sources. One way is to consider the authorship. So by asking the following questions, we'll evaluate or we'll start evaluating the sources. Who authors the research? So who is the author of the research? Are we talking about someone who is expert? So who is expert in this field? So is it relevant? Is it academic? So does this person have standing in this field? So by asking such questions, we'll evaluate the sources. So here is the questions in order to evaluate the source. For example, who are the researchers here? Who are the researchers? What is their reputation? So what is the reputation? Are they well-known or are they not well-known, for example? Do the findings support the research, for example? So are there any biases evident? This means that is the report objective or subjective? So is it applicable? Is it relevant to your work? So is it so can we use or is it can be related to our work? So the key thing is that the research, the critique starts with reading. So since we start reading, we evaluate the sources by asking these questions. These questions. So, so there is in making while we make a literature review, we make notes. So organizing notes has three. Organizing notes has three types of organizing notes. The first one is chronological, second one is perspectives, and third one topical. As for the chronological, so it depends on the questions we are dealing or we are addressing. So we might organize them chronologically by time. The second, we might organize the research, organize the notes by the perspectives of different authors, the position taken, the school of thought, the methods, how they did the research. Or topical, most commonly you might or we might organize it topically or thematically like an essay. So this is the types or ways of organizing notes. So there are two writing, or there are two ways of making literature review. The first one is descriptive writing, and second one is interpretive writing. So there are two key elements. So as for the descriptive writing or reporting element, where we talk about what happened. So here we describe what the author has found, what they discussed, and what they did. It's an account. As for the interpretive writing, the second crucial aspect of the literature review is an interpretive or critical element, the dialogue where you or we ask and answer questions of the text. We analyze in interpretive writing. We analyze, we interpret, and we synthesize. This means that we bring together information. So this is a brief summary of literature review. Thank you very much for attending and for watching my video, and see you on seminar, and we'll discuss in our seminar this topic deeply. Have a good day. Goodbye.